Hey, Levi. Yep, this is Hearthstone. I don't know if you heard of at all. I guess not. It's a free-to-play. Not an open beta yet, but if you have a Battle.net account, you can go register for the beta, and they're supposed to go open beta, I think, in the next month or so, but they're constantly sending out invites. It's not hard to get one. I mean, I got one, and I haven't played any Blizzard game. Well, I did play StarCraft over the summer, so I guess that bumped my account, but my WoW account's been dormant forever. Let's see. It's kind of, it's Blizzard, right? So if you imagine the complexities of Magic the Gathering, you take all that away in a Blizzard game, and then you're just left with, like, the core essence of what makes a CCG fun, which is kind of the deck building aspect. I'm not a CCG player at all. I don't really get into them much. I had a lot of fun to do, but yeah, I'm hooked on this because the way Blizzard can pare something down. Their bag. All right, let's just go ahead here and. So now I'm playing my built deck. Before in the arena, you draw the deck before you go in. You can win prizes at the end. This is just a regular ranked play. Alright. Yeah, to start there, you can choose to discard all of it if you wish. The way it works is...
Greetings, traveler.
The first round, you start with 1 mana crystal. The next round, you'll get another mana crystal. The next round, you'll get another mana crystal. And they just build. And those are the big blue values at the top of the card is the cost to play that card. This is the damage in yellow, and then the health in red. It's real basic, and then if they do anything special, it's in the middle, and then when you hover over it, it says enemies must attack this minion. That's what taunt me. So it's real good like that. Alright, yeah, give him out. Now, then you have a hero ability, which changes based on the heroes that you play. This hero I can do 2 damage to his hero. If the game is over once you filled the hero's health. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I could take him out. I could throw him out. Now he's green, so I can charge him if I want and do damage, but it's not going to take him out, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to end there. Okay. So the shields here are taunts, and barring any special spells like this move that I have here, you have to hit the taunt card first. Okay, give him 2/2 and taunt, and that will give him enough to take this guy out. So you can dive in pretty simple and just play from the cards in your hand, but obviously as you go along, the knack of these games is being able to set up chains and combos and build the decks to whatever play style that you want. Okay, my favorite beast card right there. Let's just see what he becomes. Nice. If I drop him, I lose my damage. Boost. Let's go ahead and do that. The reason I dropped the higher damage card is this guy is giving me a +1 to adjacent minions, so that's why he's green on the 5 there. So I want to kind of keep that bonus going longer.
Get behind me.
Very popular taunt card. Okay, this can give my beast charge. I can trade him out and keep him. But I can go ahead and throw him out. I do a lot better. Yeah, I guess there was like a real actual physical card game. Yeah, it's not based on that at all. This one's really simplified down from that. Again, that's what Blizzard does, right? Like when they made World of Warcraft, it was, you know, simplifying an MMO. I don't know if it's simple anymore, but
The gates are open.
I think the real thing behind this is, okay, so I got a charge beast. I'm gonna get him out. So he's setting up a combo for my core hound, which does 9 damage. Got 2 left. Let's go ahead and hit him. We'll death rattle him. When he death rattles, he's gonna summon these guys. So. I pretty much dominated this card. I think the real thing here is that there is a Blizzard client that you have to install to play this game. And the Blizzard client right now launches Blizzard games, so it launches WoW, launches StarCraft, launches Diablo 3, and launches Hearthstone. But remembering that they're Blizzard/Activision, that may be the Trojan horse they use to get everybody running this Blizzard client, because this will be a free-to-play game. That was a pretty good play.
Well played.
But it didn't stop him, and I can still charge my core hound. So he's still facing down death on the board, though. I still got 7 points out. Okay. And okay. That really doesn't. I see that drops him down there, but
Well played.
good game. But yeah, I think it's a Trojan horse to get this client on everybody, and then Activision will start selling games through it. You know, once there's an install base, why not? And a way for Activision to try to get a Steam competitor, but not try to do it as blatant as EA's Origin. So I think it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game and I love it. But I think, yeah, some marketing guy had a good moment there of saying, "Hey, you're gonna have to play this client to play the game."
Versus?
Okay, playing another paladin.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
I'm gonna throw back the core hound. I don't want him out too early. Multi-shot can be good, but it does require 2 on the board, which is weird. Since I go second, I get an extra card, and I get the coin that was tossed, which lets me get 1 mana crystal on 1 turn. So basically, I can jump ahead a turn and play a higher point card. I see a lot of people jump these out early. But yeah, I'm just gonna greet him.
Greetings, traveler.
This deck I'm playing here is better if I hang back a bit and then use my low point cards to combo with my higher point cards, and that may mean I just take some damage at the gate. I'm fine with that.
Reporting for duty.
Your beasts have charge, not a bad card. Adjacent minions, 1/1. We're just gonna shoot him and build some cards in our hand. How are you digging the PS4? More importantly, how are you liking the controller as compared to an Xbox 360 controller? Because I am tempted to go out and buy a PlayStation 4 controller for my PlayStation 3, and then I think I might actually play on my PlayStation 3 game. Yeah, Contrast is on my list. I think it's on Steam as well, or will be coming to Steam. That is one that I've been watching for a while. That looks really neat game mechanic idea on that. Alright, so, let's get him out, and he'll just have to soak up some damage. The good thing is that he can start dropping these little recruits being summoned. Oh, there's a built-in speaker on your controller. So what comes out from it? Like the Wii? Like some game sounds come out on it?
Let me think.
Yeah, a little early to play that card, I think. I mean, yeah, you get a board clear, but... what in? Alright, now we can do some interesting stuff here. We can, adjacents, they can buff each other one. Or we can give them all one. Who let the dogs out?
Get behind me.
Okay, so it plays like the Wiimote. Not bad, I guess. Alright. Let's see, how do I want to... You can take these two guys down and they will drop him. You can play him. Yes. He has charge as well, though. So we can use him. And then lose only one wolf. I'm gonna save back my health to 1 control. It came with a headset, right? But I saw it was kind of cheap. Have you checked it out? Have you tried streaming with the headset so you can talk? Alright. I'm glad I saved that because now I can go ahead and, well, I can just kill him like that. Because I saw when you were streaming, you did not have the frame everybody else has with the chat and everything up, which is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong on that, but I didn't know that you would be able to stream without that. I thought you were going to be forced to stream with it. Can you stream full screen and chat? And I mean voice chat, like I do now, like talk over the game. And also, of course, like I'm immediately wondering too if like you can auto duck the volume based on when you talk, like I got set up right now. I might be way too much of a techno geek for them. Okay, haven't tried it yet. Alright.
Reporting for duty.
Well, I'm glad he got both those out. Because that'll be a good multi-shot moment. So far I feel pretty good. I am getting short on cards though. But I can get this guy out and leave him around for my core hound. I set up my good combo.
Justice.
What else you got for me? That sucks. Okay, let's get him out. Let's draw a card. Alright, we got another core hound. Interesting. Let's zero him out. Who gets to die? You're briefing all. I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay, hopefully the charge guy can live to next round. Alright, he got a shield up, that's okay. Can you get another minion out so I can do multiple damage? Thank you.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, let's go ahead and dual shot. And then we can get you out with taunt. But what we're actually gonna do... Oh, beautiful. But I don't have a... nobody's buffing him. I'm getting another card for it, but... okay. You'll live. We'll save the Core Hound for the next round. Hopefully my charge will live to the next round so I can get out of the Core Hound with a charge. Really what this deck is built around getting to. Wow. I feel like this is the third one I've seen, although that's not possible. Guardian of Kings. Alright, and he's got that blocked. Okay, well we do have 2 Core Hound. So I can just raid one away and see if the next one lives. Nice, I got a kill command. I can deal 5. So we can go ahead and drop him like this. And then that. Of course I must attack the minion with taunt. What am I doing? I'm not a freaking noob. Alright. Okay. Your 2 will see my 2 Core Hounds. Your 2 Guardian of Kings there that you played will get to meet my 2 Core Hounds.
Reporting for duty.
My favorite card. We can play him and then the Core Hound. So actually I got this in the bag, so I shouldn't I shouldn't well, he's gonna take 1, 2. Yeah, I got this in the bag. You never draw out something when you got it in the bag. Hey, I got a gold tracking. I don't even use tracking in my deck. Kind of weird for a hunter deck, but let's go back in. I'm just gonna refresh the stream just to make sure everything looks okay here.
Rexar versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Oh hey, Digitarius in the chat there. Hey, that's a good lineup. That's some cards I can play out the gate. All right. I am going to go second. Yeah, Omega there. 0, 1, 2, 3. Good for the OCD. Good OCD draw.
Greetings, traveler.
Another paladin. I think it's the 3rd paladin in a row I've played.
Well met.
Alright, well, I got my Core Hound. I don't have my charge card, but I got the Core Hound. Do we go with the charge? Yeah, we can get him in with the hit, and then if he summons his 1/1, go ahead and take it out.
One shot, one kill.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can take her out. And then that's it. I can put the croc on the field. And it'll live. That's actually a croc list. River croc list. Okay. I'm fine with that if you are. Charge me down. You're definitely going for charging me down, huh? That is what you want to do. Who am I to judge? Okay, I could get out my favorite card, but I could get a card draw here. And I'm gonna go for the card draw. Your other beasts have +1. Okay. Let's clear it. I'm the one who charges. Not really, not with this deck. The rogue deck though, that's what he's built for.
For the king!
Okay. Now you're gonna shut down my card draw. Well, it was good while it lasted. Your other beasts get +1, so let's go and see what this gives me. Nice. That's why that's my favorite card. Beef him up. And you know what? I ain't got to deal with you. That's your problem. We're just gonna charge, and let you deal with that. Not my problem. That's right. Send him on that suicide run.
I wonder.
And I'm gonna knock your gym out. Things are falling apart over there. Alright, that's a little better. Got him buffed up. We're gonna go for the long play. We're gonna do some damage on him now. We'll do some damage on him later. What he doesn't know is I'm not really looking good back here.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Hey, where one falls, another rises. Alright. I don't have my charge, but let's go ahead and get these guys out. Let's rush him down. Now I can get a Core Hound out next round. It just depends on what the board looks like. If I think it'll live, we'll go ahead and get it out. But he may have some board clearing coming up on me. Depends on how he built his deck here. Doesn't have the board clear I would expect yet.
I've got a huge guy.
Okay, 2 damage, and then he's going to take him out with the taunt, so being real methodical to drop him down. Oh, Divine Shield. Nice. Okay, I think... because he's got the Divine Shield, I think the play here is to go ahead and get the Core Hound out. And continue to charge him down. Alright, because he's got to do something about that Core Hound or it's game.
Well played. Thanks.
If he can't block me, it's going to be game. Okay, he's got a heal, but I can do 16 on the board. That doesn't stop anything. He's drawing and hoping. No, you can't hit yourself. Yeah. That's not stopping it. And there it is.
Well played.
GG. And I win another 3. I cannot for the life of me get off of 2-star platinum. Building that rogue deck, that charged rogue deck, apparently should have toggled off of ranked, because that seriously set me back into a hole of ranking that I can't dig myself out of. That's probably why I do so well with this deck. Not because this deck is awesome, but because I probably should be a tier up now. I've learned a little more.
Versus Uther.
But I'm getting matched a little bit lower than my level.
Honor. Let the hunt begin.
Yeah. Watch me get my ass kicked right now after like that. Okay, I got my charge. It's a little bit higher than I would like, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it this round. Another freaking paladin. Everybody's playing pallies. Guys, you know, just because it did well at the in Invitational does not mean A, it's a great deck, and B, you know how to play it. I'm talking way too much crap. Alright, we're not getting him out.
Greetings, traveler.
I think I've dug myself a grave, guys. Talked way too much. Pop my watermelons.
One shot, one kill.
Alright. The Croc can get out there and hold some damage. And then we can 2-1 and get a card draw next turn. Yeah, I haven't studied the BlizzCon decks enough to know if people are actually playing them. I just see a rash of pallies right now. We have a pally infestation. We need to call in Cartman and have him, like, get rid of the pallies before they form, like, drum circles in the wall. Okay, what are we looking at here? Let's go ahead and stick to the card draw plan. Nice. Let's take her out with him in that turn. Early board dominance here. The fact that they'll, yeah. You know, the Elven Archer, he could be useful in certain situations. I don't know that she's an opening card. On the Hunter side, dropping a minion's health to 1 and then using a Hunter, that can be a good combo. Not in my deck, but that'd be a good play. Yeah, that's a good play there, because you're not going to be able to drop anything with that. Okay. Ooh, I can draw 2 cards and charge. Or I can drop them both. You know, because this guy requires 2, I'm going to play him now. I am also not up enough to know what the current meta is. To give you an idea, I still put flame strikes and stuff in my mage decks. And I still expect people on round 7 with a mage to board clear. I am not by any means up on the meta. Although I have been watching the BlizzCon Invitational, and I take breaks from actually playing. What I really need to get good at is the arena. Yeah, that's it, Flame Strike, yeah. Okay, we got my favorite. We can double charge, we can get him out, but I don't have a card to really follow that up with. Let's see what he does. Nice. We're just gonna leave him out. That should give me some shield out to get my Rhino out and be set up to start charging him down. Yeah, that's what I call my mage deck. A frost mage deck, because that's exactly what I do on the mage side, is try to just paralyze the board until I can get to the higher rounds and play some stuff. There we go. Finally, we got a Houndmaster. Do we want a Houndmaster? Croc. We're gonna hang back around on Houndmaster. We're gonna get him out with charge, and that's gonna allow the Houndmaster to beat somebody and potentially assist in a charge. I'm not seeing my core hounds come up yet, though. Bill over there is saying that because he constantly goes 9-1, 9-2 in the arena, and then has friends over, and then they'll play, and they'll go 1-3 on his account. So I pretty much know anytime I see him close out a 1-3, a 2-3 run, that wasn't him playing. I have to get with him more. Oh wow, he just got a really cool card. All right. Let's go ahead and keep the charge card around a while. You're my most valuable. You're the MVP. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I don't know if that was the best play, but I'm going into full charge mode here, and I'm gonna just start top decking. I haven't played with the pirates yet. I've not gotten that far into playing with the pirates. I did play around with some Murloc decks, but I will need to craft more cards to make that viable.
Let me think.
Ready for action!
You just really have that bad of a deck, dude? Like, you've got a lot of cards there. Definitely need to start putting some board clear in your hand.
I've got a huge card.
That's who you're gonna shoot me? You're gonna charge me down? Bring it. I'm the one who charges. Okay. Not great, not bad. Alright, we can get another Houndmaster going here. Do I want to is always a question. Let's see where we're at on the math. I can pop him and him. Well, alright. I'm gonna do this with what's on the board. And then, since I got charge, and keep him up, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with that guy, make sure he's out.
Well played. Thanks. Quickly.
Okay, dude, can you stop death? 'Cause I sure as hell can't draw my core hounds, but I don't know what's in your deck, dude, but some board clear. I mean, there's that 2-point, I'll restore 6 health. Okay, okay.
Locked and loaded.
Drops one down. I need to get 13 points on him. So I got 8,
Handle it.
9, 10, 11 here. 12, 13. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. Like Dora said, you can do it.
Well played.
Oh, did I miss the math there? Well, at least I didn't miss math when it mattered. How many I gotta win to get off this 2 stars platinum? 1 star platinum.